Backrooms has now been changed in theaters to now include an exclusive post-credit scene in an extended cut titled Everything Must Go, where we follow a group of async hazmat workers exploring signs showing up in the backrooms. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. I am the Movie Tin and I have already reviewed Backrooms. I thought it was a really good movie. Go watch that review if you haven't. Uh did it like probably the day after it came out, I think, or 2 days after. But anyways, yeah, really loved Backrooms so much, and I had found out that the US was going to be including an extended cut in theaters titled Backrooms Everything Must Go, and I was like, oh, that's cool. We're not gonna get it here though. Then I checked my local cinema website and I saw Backrooms Everything Must Go with bonus footage, and I was like, whoa, we're getting it here. I wasn't planning on going to see it, because it is just an exclusive post credit scene, that's like 16 minutes long, and I was like, I don't need to go see that, but uh, I went with the same people I went to go see the Backrooms movie with anyway. The first time around, we decided, okay, we're gonna go see it again for the exclusive footage. So we went in, watched the movie again. Movie is still peak. Movie still peak, and we were just waiting. We had to go through the whole credits to wait for the exclusive post credit scene. Everything must go, and spoilers will be included in this review, and it's gonna be a very short review, I assume, because it is just me reviewing something that's 16 minutes long. So yeah. But I'm sad to report that I don't think the exclusive footage was really worth paying to see the movie again. Even if it was included in the original cut, I don't think it's worth sticking around for. And I'll get into why I think that, and if you don't think that, that's fine. And this doesn't taint the movie at all for me. I still think the movie is fantastic. And if you are a die-hard fan of the YouTube series, you should go see it. You will enjoy it. And I like the YouTube series. I'm an enjoyer of it, but I think I would have enjoyed this more seeing it on YouTube for the first time and not going to see the movie again just to see this. And I'll get into my reasons why I don't think it's really worth it and why I didn't really have a great time with it. I'll get into that in general discussion, and then I'll give you my positives and my negatives. But yeah, anyways, let's just get straight into it. Again, spoilers will be included for the exclusive post-credit scene. Not for the movie, though. Well, actually, probably for the movie. But yeah, like I said earlier, if you haven't seen my review for Backrooms, go watch it, then come back and we can discuss this together. So in this short footage, I'm gonna say this is going to part 4 of the YouTube series, I guess. And I wanted to say that for the opening scene of the movie originally. And I did say that probably in my review, but this is kind of just part 4 of the YouTube series. Like, I can see this being uploaded as part 4, or just total Everything Must Go on the YouTube channel. But anyways, yeah, we follow a group of async workers. One of whom was played by somebody that I'll get into in a little bit. It's a nice little cameo in there. But yeah, these are like the main characters for this. And it is all made in Blender, so that's like impressive. The Kane person said he made it on Blender in like 2 weeks, so that's obviously very impressive. And yeah, it's just very impressive. But these are the main characters we follow. I think we learn one of their names is Norrin Wayne, because it said that name when the scene first started. When the camera was starting to like boot up, I guess. But we learned one of them is called Norrin Wayne. Uh, I don't think we learn the other people's names, or maybe we do. Maybe because there is like long periods of time where it is just the cameo talking, and I'm pretty sure he says a few names, but I can't remember what those names were. But I mean, I like async. Where I like following the async hazmat workers, so that was something I did enjoy whenever we actually got to see them moving around, and so yeah. Hopefully a sequel is like for a sequel for Backrooms is just a lot about async. because that's a very interesting part. So I did like that about this. And the main premise of this short is the async workers are exploring signs from Clark's store, the furniture store from the movie. Um, and it's signs saying everything must go, entire store on sale. So I'm assuming uh this might be before Clark took over. Just because it is just the signs at this point. Well, and then at near the end of the short, we do see them inside of Clark's furniture store, I think, or something that looks similar to it. So maybe this was just like right after Clark moved in, because everything was on sale. Then that would make sense if it was just Clark moving in. The Backrooms was just starting to copy Clark's furniture store. Um, that would make the most sense to me. But yeah, I mean that there's long periods of time where we're just focusing on the signs and saying how like tall they are, how much they sank into the ground, and it just gets boring after like a while. Like I'd say about over half of this short is just someone talking over pictures of the signs, and it got really boring really quick. Something I do wish this short did was explore a bit more of the back rooms, and like I can't be too picky with that because like I said, Kane Parsons made this in 2 weeks, so yeah. But like where they do just kind of stay in the one part with the signs, and then at the very end they go into what I do think is the very early stages of the Backrooms version of Clark's furniture store, the Ottoman Empire, I think it's called. But I would have liked a bit more of them walking around a bit, like a little bit more like eerie stuff. You know, it would have been a very cool way to do it. Even if they had to extend the post credit scene just to do that, they could have made it 20 minutes and just had people walking around the back rooms, exploring new places. I would have dug that so much more. Now the cameo I was talking about is that the main like hazmat worker talking in this over the voiceovers of the sign saying everything must go is Kane Parsons himself. It took me a minute to realize, and I was like, that voice sounds a bit familiar, but who would they have gotten to cameo? And then I realized it's Kane Parsons. Um, who I was hoping for a cameo in the original movie. Um, Obviously that didn't happen, which is completely fine. You know, he was in the director's chair. He didn't have to put himself in there, but he put himself into the post credit scene, which I I dug. I loved hearing that in there, and you know he is 21 years old, youngest director ever for A24. He's 21 years old. And he is the director. He directs movies. If you don't get that joke, I'm just gonna sound like a psychopath. So I'm hoping somebody gets that joke. But yeah. Anyways, very fun seeing Kane Parsons cameo in here. All right, now it's time for my positives and negatives. Um, or should I say positive and negative? That's because I'm only gonna do one. I'm gonna do one positive and one negative because it's very short. It's a very. I'm basically reviewing a post credit scene. That's all I'm doing in this review. So yeah, it's not fair if I like. It'd be too hard on myself to try to do that for something this short. So since it is much shorter than a movie, I'm just gonna do one positive and one negative for this. Seems fair. So the positive I have is the Captain Clark cameo. Even though you barely see him, he's there for literally half a second. But it was still so cool because this is like our first time seeing Captain Clark in Blender. Because this obviously wasn't the actor who played him in the movie. This was completely Blender, and it made him look so much scarier because you just see him in the shadow for a split, like half a second, and then the async worker recording runs away, and then it ends. But I would have loved a little bit with chasing with Captain Clark. But it's still very cool to see him in here, and he was kind of like the main jump scare in it. Alright, with that out of the way, I'm gonna give you my final negative. My negative is you could have done so much better with this. It had like when you hear bonus footage, you're like, oh my god, we're gonna get some more exploring the back rooms, and then it's just them like looking at a sign for the whole thing until the final like 2 minutes. So yeah, again, if you're a big fan of the YouTube series, you will definitely enjoy that. Like if you completely die hard, you want to see everything, and you're like, oh my god, I got to see a new episode early. Go see it. You know, if you haven't already, which you should have if you're watching this, you should go see it because you'll enjoy it. But I'm just somebody who, enjoys it. I enjoy the YouTube series. I enjoy it, and I love the movie. This wasn't really for me, unfortunately. I think I spent way too much time on the signs, and it got real boring real quick, unfortunately. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Backrooms. Everything must go. Overall, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I wanted to like it more, and that has nothing to do with the movie. The score for the movie is still probably 9 or 10 out of 10. I can't remember what I gave it in my review. I have to go back and look. But yeah, that score is just for the extra footage. It's not for the movie. Okay, so don't worry. That the movie's still amazing. 6 out of 10 just for the post credit scene alone. Okay, that's all. So yeah, still love the movie. This wasn't really for me, unfortunately. But if you liked it, I'm very happy for you. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Do you think it was worth it? Do you not think it was worth it? Why or why not? This has went on for a lot longer than I thought it would. Like I thought I'd be like only a 5 minute review on this, but it went on for longer. But anyways, leave a like and subscribe if you feel like it. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts, and I will see you all in the next review. Bye bye.